In a dimly lit gallery of an old mansion, a sinister-looking painting hung, its eyes seemingly following whoever dared to look at it. This was no ordinary piece of art. This was the cursed painting, a canvas steeped in malevolence and mystery, known to cause anyone who looked at it to experience terrifying hallucinations. The mansion, once a symbol of affluence and power, had belonged to a wealthy family, but fortunes can turn, and tragedy fell upon them not long after the portrait was acquired. The once bustling mansion fell into silence, its grandeur replaced with an eerie stillness. The painting, a portrait of an ominous figure, seemed to hold a malevolent presence. Its eyes, they said, followed you around the room, a chilling gaze that instilled fear in the hearts of the bravest. Whispers of the painting's malevolent presence echoed through the mansion, cursing anyone who dared to gaze into its haunting eyes. Its curse was just beginning, its reign of terror far from over. On a stormy night, a young woman named Aurora sought shelter in the mansion after her car broke down nearby. As the rain drummed a relentless tattoo on the mansion's old, creaky roof, Aurora found herself drawn to the dimly lit gallery. Through the layers of dust and time, her eyes were drawn to an ominous painting, a portrait of a figure that seemed to stare back at her with an insidious intensity. Her heart pounded in her chest like a trapped bird, but curiosity, a trait both a blessing and a curse, seized her. Despite the whispers of caution in her mind, she found herself stepping closer, her gaze locked onto the haunting eyes of the figure in the painting. The moment her eyes met those in the painting, a chill of pure dread washed over her. Her surroundings warped and twisted, the once familiar mansion morphing into a nightmarish landscape of shifting shadows and formless shapes. It felt as though the world around her had been sucked into the painting, leaving her standing at the precipice of a realm of despair and darkness. Her senses were assaulted by terrifying hallucinations. Grotesque creatures with glowing eyes lurked in the shadows, their haunting stares filled with malevolence. The mansion's walls pulsed and writhed as though they were alive, their whispers filling her ears with promises of unimaginable horrors. It was a chaotic symphony of fear and madness. Aurora felt her control slipping away, her mind becoming a puppet to the cursed painting. She tried to tear her gaze away, but the figure in the painting held her captive, its sinister gaze refusing to release her. The fear was palpable, a living entity that threatened to consume her whole. She felt as if she were being pulled into the painting, trapped in a realm of darkness and despair. But just as she teetered on the brink of madness, a lightning flash cut through the darkness, its light a beacon in the storm. With a gasp, she stumbled backward, breaking free from the painting's hold. Shaken, but alive, Aurora knew she had narrowly escaped the curse of the painting. A curse that would continue to haunt the mansion, waiting patiently for its next victim. Terrifying hallucinations assaulted Aurora's senses. Grotesque creatures lurked in the shadows, their eyes glowing with malevolence. The walls of the mansion seemed to breathe, their pulsating rhythm matching the terrified beat of her heart. Voices soft as whispers promised dread and despair. The figure within the painting seemed to have her ensnared in its icy grip, refusing to release her from its nightmarish thrall. Aurora wrestled with the cursed painting's influence. Her mind, a battlefield of will and fear, teetered on the precipice of madness. The world around her twisted and contorted, a grotesque parody of reality. It was as if she were sinking into the depths of the painting itself, the chilling specter within pulling her further and further into its realm of darkness. However, amidst the chaos of her torment, a sudden flash of lightning tore through the gloom. The gallery was bathed in a blinding white light, its intensity cutting through the terrifying tableau that had entrapped her. Like a lifeline thrown to a drowning sailor, the lightning brought with it a moment of stark clarity. In that fleeting moment, Aurora found the strength to tear her gaze away from the malevolent figure. Its hold on her was broken, its sinister whispers silenced. The nightmarish landscape evaporated, replaced by the familiar dust-covered gallery. The hallucinations faded, leaving only the echo of their terror in her mind. Shaken, but alive, Aurora stumbled backward, the cursed painting's influence receding like a nightmarish tide. The mansion, once a refuge from the storm, had become a house of horrors, its every corner tainted by the painting's malevolent specter. With newfound determination, Aurora turned her back on the cursed painting, the figure within, seeming to watch her departure with an eerie calm. Shaken but alive, Aurora fled from the mansion, vowing never to return. The cursed painting remained, its sinister presence undiminished, awaiting its next victim. And so, the mansion waited, its dark halls echoing with the silent whispers of a painting's curse, its story a haunting tale of terror, forever imprinted in the annals of the uncanny.